Hey everyone, welcome to Don't Stop Fidgeting. So today's a bit of a different video. I'm gonna do a little experiment. I have here this beautiful Alien Stubby spinner from Rotablade, which is engraved really nicely, and it has this like really rough aged finish to it. However, the grip that came with it is a little bit small, and I wanted something a little bit easier to hold. So I ordered copper buttons from Full Throttle Originals. They're fantastic buttons, but the problem is if you see them up close. Okay, maybe it doesn't show here, but these are much brighter and shinier in person than the body. So when you put them together, it just kind of looks out of place. So what I'm going to attempt to do is to give it an antique finish using sulfur of liver. So let's give it a try. So don't forget to remove the bearing before you do this. I want to actually do an antique finish on both because I want a higher contrast. Like I want the lines on the etching to be a darker color on the spinner as well. I'm hoping that this this process doesn't like really ruin the hole, but we'll just have to see. But yeah, don't forget to remove the bearings. So here we have 2 tubs of water, one for the sulfur of liver and the other for the baking soda that's supposed to stop the chemical reaction, and one is so the sulfur side is supposed to be hot. For this one, I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of baking soda apparently, and I'm gonna mix it. And then the other one, you can see how hot it is. Yeah, 2 tablespoons? Was it 2 teaspoons? I have no idea now. Maybe I put way too much into it. I hope it doesn't fuck it up, but whatever. Alright, so on the other side, we have the sulfur of liver, this thing here, and then it's supposed to be just a few 3-4 drops. 1, 2, 3, something like this. Maybe just a little bit more for good measure. I can smell the sulfur. Lovely smell. Oh boy. Yeah, it smells like I'm at a hot spring right now. You know, that eggy smell. I wonder what my dog thinks. Alright, so it's turned into a nice yellow. So we are going to throw in the buttons first and see what happens. Alright, so pick it up and throw it in. Let's see. It was not enough to do both sides at once, so I just kind of have to. Wow, it's immediately turning darker. I hope you can see it. And maybe this is a better way to do it. I'll just kind of like let it roll in the deeper end so that we can get an even dark finish. I really want a dark finish on these guys. Yeah. Nice. Nice. I think that's about it. Maybe a little bit more on. And some parts could use a little bit more. I don't know if there's any more chemical reaction that's gonna happen. Yeah, okay, let's stop it here. Now some other reactions happening and it's turning white on some parts. So I'll stop it here and then throw it in this part. That's supposed to stop the chemical reaction. Alright, now we'll throw in the body of the spinner. And this should also turn immediately dark. Damn it, I should have given it more water. tell. I think it's looking darker, but maybe there was some light. Oh, it was already an age finish. Oh yeah, I'm starting to see it get darker. I can see the edge lines a lot better. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. Yeah. But I want the whole thing to turn black, like the other piece. So I'll have to continue this for a while. See you in a bit. It's been about 3 minutes, I want to say. It definitely looks darker, but not as dark as the camera may make you think. It's about 5 minutes in and I think we're now in a good place. Like, look at how dark it is. I mean, as a Zurich fan, I actually kind of dig it as it is, but we need to stop the chemical reaction, so now we move it to this baking soda soak to stop the chemical reaction. Apologies for the background noise. So now is literally the time to let it shine. So I'm going to start scrubbing this under running water as it was recommended. Okay. I'm using a very fine grade steel wool to do this. And you can already see that it's coming off. Wow, it's beautiful. Okay, so here's how they came out. They're much more like, I don't know, like a silver, like not like the orangey yellowy tone, but more silverish. I'm really happy with how they're looking. And then we move on to the final step, which was a tip from Dynamic Inertia, who's another YouTube creator, super famous. His recommendation was to use the yellow Cape Cod polishing cloths. Now, I couldn't find the yellow ones, but this one says you can use it for copper, so I think it'll work. Let's see. Okay, let's take the body out first, because this is the easiest thing to deal with. So I'm gonna just remove the moisture with a rag first so that it's clean, and then I'm gonna pull out, wow, this is looking pretty cool. And then I'm gonna take out this it's a wet polishing cloth that's apparently reusable. So this is what it looks like. I think this is not yellow, right? I think this is like pink, but look, this looks pretty sick. So, I don't know, is it a circular motion or is it a, like, straight motion? I'm not quite sure. Ooh, it's looking fucking cool. Nice. And here we have it, the Alien Stubby with the FTO buttons in its glory. It was much easier than I thought, and I'm quite happy with how it turned out, especially how it really brought out the etching. I think everything looks much more cohesive now, and I'm really happy with it. And as for the spin, I mean, just look at it. It spins so fine. So I think we can say this experiment was pretty successful. So thanks for watching, and until next time, don't stop fidgeting.